Hi friends, this is Carmen. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My channel is all about balcony gardening with succulents and cacti and houseplants in an apartment setting. So if that's something that interests you, please do consider subscribing by hitting that little red button down there and you won't miss any videos. Now you may notice I'm in a little bit different spot. Yes. My plant room is coming together. All those months of planning are coming together. But it's not quite ready for full display, okay? It's more work than I thought. Yeah, it is a lot more work. I had a lot more stuff crammed in every little corner of storage in this apartment as I took bin loads out. It's like, oh my gosh, I forgot I had this. I forgot I had that. You know, so I've been doing a lot of purging. And I'm still doing a lot of organizing. In that same process, I've had to change around some other rooms in my apartment, specifically my bedroom and my living room. So I'm going to give you separate tours of each of those. Today it's going to be my master bedroom, which is the only other bedroom. And the next video will be the living room, okay? And then in about a week and a half, I'll finally have my plant room ready to show you all. In my art studio, I am going to be sharing some more of my artwork with you now that I've taken it out of the closets and everything in the bins. I'll finally be able to share some more of that with you, okay? So let's get to it. Okay friends, so here we are walking into my bedroom, and you'll see that I have the one window here. Now it looks bright in here right now because I've got the ring light over here in the bathroom doorway, but if I were to turn that off, it would be very dark in here. I've got the blinds closed right now just so I don't have any backlighting there, but normally throughout the day I would have them open. And so let's go over here and take a look at what I've got going over here. So this table right here, if you remember friends, used to be over here. Right now it's Rosie's bed that's there for now. She doesn't really use it. She likes to sleep under the bed or on the bed with me. So I'm thinking of getting like an upholstered bench put right there. I think that would look really nice right there. Anyway, so this table used to have the TV on it, put the TV in the living room, and now it's here. I don't have any plants on the bottom shelves because they don't get any light at all. So I've got pictures of my babies down there when they were little. My son and his wife, Kristen, and she graduated high school. She's such a show off. So on top here, I've got the plants. Now let me start over here because this guy has a little bit of a story. This is Tradescantia Purple Heart, but what's in the center here, you'll probably remember, is my Philodendron licketysplit. I had it out on the balcony. I'll put a picture here of when it was looking fabulous and gorgeous, and then the heat came and fried it. So I cut it back, hard chop, back to the roots basically, and this is what I've got right now. It is growing. It's got a really good root system. It has come back from even harsher conditions. So I brought it inside so it can recuperate the rest of the summer because we're still having very, very hard high temperatures. And so I brought it in here so we'll get some dappled morning sun, recuperate, and then I'll take it back out in October when temperatures get back to somewhat normal. Okay? And right next to it, I brought over the, Philodendron Rio. I brought over my Philodendron Prince of Orange. And this one needs a little bit brighter light. What happens here is this side of the window gets brighter light than this side because of the stairway that's over here and the walkway to the other apartment upstairs. That's kind of how it works. So I put plants that need a little bit more light over here and plants that don't over here. I know, it's strange. So the Philodendron Prince of Orange is right here. Now this leaf right here is taking forever to unfurl, but it's not dying, it's not crispy or anything, so I'm leaving it alone. It does have another one growing right there. But other than that, it's doing great. Really wonderful plant. I love it. Next to that is the beautiful peppermint folia, the variegated one. I love the variegation on this. It's beautiful. We're finally getting along. I have killed peperomias before, obtusifolias specifically, but I think now that I am treating it as a more as a succulent, we're getting along just fine. We're understanding each other. So it's doing well right there. And my Philodendron Birkin, just doing well. It's a little floppier than I'd like it to be. I don't know. I think she should be perkier, but what do I know? This is the last leaf it put out, and it's got another one right there. So it's growing. There's no crispiness or mushiness anywhere. So it's in good health. It's just, you know, got a little bit different shape than the other ones, I guess. So it's doing fine right there. My Philodendron Moonlight that I got from Hertz Gardens. Probably saw the unboxing. If not, I'll leave a link up above here. And that one is doing great. The leaves have spread out, and it's kind of, you know, shaken off that just shipped look that plants can have sometimes. And I think it's got some new growth coming down there in the center. So it's in this terracotta pot, but it's glazed. So I think it'll do well there. This is my Ruby Cascade. I do need to repot this because this pot is too big. Some of the other strands died off. This is what's left, unfortunately. This was that clearance plant that I'm trying to save, but the ones that are left look really healthy and they're giving off new growth. I just need to put it in a more adequate size pot, preferably a terracotta one, and it's standing on a candle holder to give it some height because of the draping of it. Okay, this one here is not going to be with me for much longer. This is a golden pothos that I did with some cuttings, and this is going off to Kristen's new home next week when I go visit her new apartment and home and take her plants. So I have it training to go up the macrame. She says she wants it just the way it is, so I'm going to take it just the way it is, and I'll probably put something else there. I do have another macrame that is the exact same style that you hang on the wall, so I'll probably put that there with some other plant. Next to that is my neon pothos. A little bit of a funky leaf here. I'm not sure what's going on there, but otherwise it's trailing nicely. It's getting nice and bushy and loving life in this corner. My beautiful Brazil. Love this plant so much. It's really starting to grow. It's starting to get some trails now. It came to me from Perico Plants, and it was nice and compact and small, and now it's just growing. So I love it. Next to that is its cousin, Philodendron Silver Stripe or Rio. Look at that baby. Now I do have a little bit of leaf damage to some of them where they get in between the blinds and the sun hits them directly, and that's what happens. I did move all of my Hoyas out of here. The Hoya pubicalyx especially had some sun damage to one of its leaves, so it's in the plant room now, but the ones here are doing fine. This is the Philodendron Chordatum, the green heartleaf philodendron, and it's just beautiful. Growing up the macrame, I really like that look. Not sure what I'm going to do when it reaches the top. Probably have it grow across the curtain rod there, but it's getting there. Now this is my slowest growing one. This is the Pothos Enjoy. I've had this about probably 18 months, and in that time this is what it's giving off. But you know, that's okay. It's giving off new leaves back here, so that's good. And it looks healthy, it looks beautiful. It likes it here in this little corner. The variegation on it is just gorgeous. I'm really on the lookout right now for a Pothos Mandula to put here with it. That is my next Pothos wish list plant. Now, a lot of people have asked me how I hang my plants in here. This one here is on a bracket that you would put probably like out on a patio or something. I have a couple of those throughout the apartment, and I just hang it there. And I've also hung a second one in the little hole behind it there too. But the main support system is this curtain rod that I just installed like you normally would a curtain rod. And I extended the brackets as far out as you can, so the pole would be as far away from the blinds as possible. And then instead of running the hooks through, or the rings there through the pole, I bought these S hooks that have two sizes. One size is a small hook, the other one is a larger hook, so you can put it on different size poles. And I just hang them from that, because I found out that if I wanted to take one down, if I was using the old method of running the macrame onto the pole and I wanted to get one down and it was in the middle, I had to get the whole darn curtain rod down. So I got these, switched them over to this way, and it's so much easier. If I want to get one down, I just simply unhook it and down it comes. Easy to move around, easy to slide from one area to another. If one plant needs more room or one plant is getting too much sun, it's easy to do that. Okay, so that's my plant setup. Not a whole lot. I have room. Don't worry, I have room here to add more, and I will be going very soon to visit my good friend Eddie at Plant Stand of Arizona to fill all the little gaps I may have in my house with plants. Now, I do want to start sharing with you some of my artwork. This piece here, I was really into butterflies, and they were really a symbol of hope for me when I was going through cancer treatment. So I have a lot of artwork that has butterflies in them. I used to be into, I still am, to mixed media artwork, and you know, using acrylic, using different vintage papers and applying those, different gel mediums, things like that. So that's one piece of artwork there. And then I went through a period that I loved Frida Kahlo. And if you don't know who Frida Kahlo is, you probably recognize her face. She was a Mexican artist that lived in the early, well, it was 1930s and 40s, 20s, 30s and 40s that she was active in her art career. And she did beautiful art, you know, kind of like Salvador Dali, that type of art. But she became an icon herself as someone that, you know, artists loved to paint her because she dressed in very Mexican culture dresses and flowers in her hair and such. So that became iconic with people painting her, and I was one of those too. I have a couple of watercolor and a couple of acrylic here. This is watercolor, that's acrylic there, that's watercolor, and I'll show you the last one I go around. But these also, these frames are from Goodwill. I repurposed them and painted them. Got the mats and everything and put them up here. And I'm really proud of it. It's artwork that will stay with me forever, and hopefully one day I'll pass on to, I don't know, somebody. And this is acrylic also. Okay. And I also collect milk glass. I have a few milk glass lamps, lots of milk glass goblets, things like that. I collect chenille bedspreads. I think I'm just an old soul, you know, that just loves old things. So, okay. Here's Rosie. She likes to get under things. Underneath the coffee table, underneath my bed, underneath the chair. She's missing Sam. And things are just all moved around. So she's not too sure about anything. She just knows that Mom's here, and that makes it all better. Huh, honey? Yeah, okay. So what did you think? Did you enjoy it? Do you like the setup I have in my bedroom? I know it's a little bit different. I've only got that one little window to work with, but I think it's enough, you know, plants in there to have in my master, and you know, I can definitely switch out low light, medium light, and even some high indirect light plants in there. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Next video will be the living room setup, so don't miss that. And if you enjoyed it, friends, please do give it a thumbs up. That helps me out so much with the whole algorithm thing. And make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any of this fun. And some more of Rosie too, okay? Have a blessed day. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.